all aggregate victories for Milan, stretching back to the Champions League of a good few years ago, and Arsenal went so close to overturning a 4-0 away deficit in the first leg under Arsene Wenger, failing by just a solitary goal that night to get back on terms with Max Allegri's side. And of course it is Allegri who's back in charge of Milan for his second spell. He is hoping to turn the club's fortunes around, because Milan had a poor campaign last term, just 8th in Serie A, knocked out of the Champions League by Feyenoord in frustrating circumstances. They lost the Coppa Italia final to Bologna. Sergio Conceição has been replaced by Allegri, as we mentioned, back for his second spell at the club, and he has suggested already the first thing that they must do is to get back to the top table of European football and qualify for position. As for Milan, well, 2 summer signings in their opening 11. Samuel Ricci, who cost some €25 million from Torino, comes into the Rossoneri midfield, while veteran keeper Pietro Terracciano starts in goal. Former Arsenal junior Yunus Musa plays in midfield. Tomorrow,
I agree. Wonderful record as manager of this club previously, so I'm sure he will get them back there to the top, and no European football to worry about for Milan tonight in the centre forward department. So yeah, look, they're trying something different, but from an Arsenal perspective, you mentioned it in the build-up to the game, first time since December. We want to see him, don't we, burst into the box more frequently.
He wants to take a touch and slip it through for Saka. Terracciano comes and smothers bravely.
Yeah, it's a nice little link up, wasn't it, between Havertz and Saka, sticking a leg out from behind. Referee always going to pull you up on that. But yeah, just haven't really settled yet, Arsenal. But look, I'm sure Mikel Arteta will be hoping for the boys to get their foot on the ball, just move it around, get some combination play going. Haven't really had too much sustained possession until this point.
A bit better with that, potentially.
I'd agree. Zinchenko has to get a little bit tighter there to the crosser. Just stood off a little bit too far, made it easy to put a quality ball into the box.
Loftus Cheek, Salamakis, Tomori. His only game against Arsenal in his Chelsea days was a 2-1 success at the Emirates back in December 2019. Mikel Arteta's Pulisic to take the corner kick, cleared away at the near post. Salamakis back towards Terracciano. Pulisic, who had a terrific season with Milan last campaign, 11 goals, weighed in with some 9 assists in the Italian top flight as well. Very much the main man. Didn't play for the USA.
Quite at his vintage best, was he, towards the end of last season?
Pulled in by Norgard, dangerous, and Salamakis will chest it back, thigh it back to Terracciano.
Yeah, it's an effective one. Certainly unorthodox, but the ball in was excellent from Christian Norgard. It just looks up, just feeds it into an area. It's lovely.
Look at 1 or 2 of Saka's.
So he's got that one-on-one. He's got the space to run at Bartasegui, and he goes on the outside. And he puts the ball into a good area. It's well defended, I have to say, from Milan inside their own 6-yard box. But yeah, that's the first sort of moment of this game where Saka gets you out of your seat.
Pavlovic takes a chance, loses possession, and although Saka finds the net, it will not count.
If Havertz had pulled off to the far post, that might not have been such a bad idea, but one area was the closest, wasn't he? And he was never going to get on the end of that. Yeah, as an attacking force, it's sort of been bits and pieces so far. We had that one moment where Havertz tried to slip Saka in. We've seen White pick Saka out with a lovely through ball, but that aside, we haven't seen the front three combine too frequently, and that's something I'm sure that will come.
Loftus-Cheek wins the header. Pulisic and Leao. Telepathy really with Saka is important.
It's a factor. There's no doubt about it. Not that Timber doesn't have a good connection with Saka too, and Timber's a fantastic player, but White will potentially expect to play.
Wonderful turn and hit from Nwaneri, and Terracciano gets his fingertips to that to turn it behind for a corner.
Magnificent technique this from Ethan Nwaneri. It comes from a throw. Norgard, the new boy, slips that ball in, and the first touch is terrific, isn't it? And it sits up for Nwaneri to hit it, but this isn't easy. Amazing turn on the touchline, and then that effort. Just the confidence really to take it on the half volley, the trust in his technique. It's impressive, and that would have been some way to kick off pre-season for Arsenal. A piece of play from Ben White.
We're seeing Ethan Nwaneri playing a slightly different position to Martin Odegaard, do you think?
I'd say slightly. I mean, he's still to the right of centre, isn't he? And you see there right.
Calafiori. Saka. Easy for Terracciano to get down.
Well, it's where he wants the ball, isn't it? Bukayo Saka in that position.
Continuing similar vein, here is Bukayo Saka. Havertz outside him. Kai Havertz to pull it back. Rice's effort is blocked by Tomori. Terracciano comes, doesn't really get anything on that, but does get the decision from the officials.
Well, this is free-flowing Arsenal at their best, really. Nice overlap, wasn't it, from Havertz, and it's a great pick-out for Declan Rice. It's unlucky. There was a foul there, personally, on the keeper. But it was good football, wasn't it? Rice with the switch of play, the timing of this overlap from Havertz, spot on. And he plays with his head up. He sees the run of Rice. And if there are more to come, the sooner the better, so that they're acclimatised to what Mikel Arteta needs.
United away, Leeds at home, Liverpool away, Forest at home, City at home, and then Newcastle as well. It is very tough, as you mentioned. Chow. Comes the German again. Seen from Shankar a few campaigns ago. Good pressure maybe. Well, if he can, just can't get there. Can he? Still might be able to.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, it was a really good idea.
David Raya, is it? Not very much to do, is he, in this first half? But that was some
great
volley
technique,
kick, wasn't it? Yeah, I loved it. Nice bit of showboating, wasn't it? Martinelli, beautiful nutmeg. You thought he slowed it down a little bit. Where's he going to go with this? And then slips it through the defender's legs. Brilliant to maybe score loads of goals, but you also need your wingers, your wide forwards, to contribute 10s and 15s really in all competitions. And
it is important for both coaches and the players on show that it's not exactly friendly pace. You wouldn't say it was Premier League action, but there's been some good moments from Arsenal in particular. Changes foot for both teams ahead of this second period as the ball is fed back to Terracciano, who stayed on for this second half for Milan. A touch for Matteo Gabbia, who's come on in defence. Trossard looks to take a touch, and then a shot that's hit into the ground by Declan Rice before spinning out of play as we scan the pitch to try and sort these alterations out for you.
Yeah, so but look, what really stands out to me is that we've now got a midfield of Zubimendi, Rice, and Odegaard. It's as simple as that. We want hungry players, and I think that Zubimendi recognised he needed one more season with Sociedad. And he's spoken, hasn't he, about his desire to work with a top coach, and he's got
Saka. Odegaard to curl in. Well, Gabriel just opened up his body, wanted Terracciano to collect it, and he did.
Just needed a little touch here from Kai Havertz. Good overlap, decoy run from White, then Odegaard whips it into a
four
great
inside the penalty area waiting. Called in by Kivior, good delivery. Saka finds the corner, the flag stays down, and Arsenal lead. Hit into the ground. bouncing into the net. Kivior delivers the cross, and Bukayo Saka nets Arsenal's first goal of the 25-26 pre-season.
Yeah, Arsenal up and running for pre-season. 20 moments defensively that he's excelled at today. Just need a little bit more guile there, didn't he? Be a touch more delicate with the pass. But here at Arsenal, looking to press high.
Changes for Milan ahead of alterations for Arsenal, it would appear. Change of keeper. Even Loftus-Cheek also coming off. Looks like we're going to see Lorenzo